Hello everybody, welcome to Gleipnir episode 10 anime review. This episode we saw a death, guys. There was a death. I was gonna say a main character death. He's not really a main character, is he? But he's more main. He's like a side supporting character. That's what we'll call him. He died. It was that guy. I'm not gonna say it just in case for some reason. I haven't watched it, but you're watching a review. Kind of backwards. Whatevs, my dude. So yeah, we saw a death. Honor Among Thieves was sort of like a thing this week. Claire is a bad person, and flowers. That's the quick rundown of this week's episode. But it was all right, you know. It's getting to the point with Gleipnir where I sort of want it to be over. Not because I'm not enjoying it, but it feels like this episode could have been done in like half the time. It sort of felt like, to me anyway, sort of dragged a little bit. Not terribly. I'm not going to suddenly be like, oh, 1 out of 10, atrocious, unwatchable. No, just slight dragging, for me at least. But hey, we're in the end game now. We got, what, 2 episodes left of the anime. I know the manga probably goes on a bit further. I think it's still ongoing. Haven't actually looked, but I'm going to assume it's still ongoing as it often is. But anyway, let's jump into the episode proper and see how it all went down and everything, and do this thing. Now, in case you forgot where we left off last week, the ape guy, the boss of the enemy faction, I guess, he's shown up, and he's a bad man. He knocked 2 dudes out. That's fine. He tries to unzip Claire and Shuichi, whichever way you want to put it. I'm gonna not elaborate. You know exactly what I mean, which is a weird thing. If I said that in the street, people will probably be like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And I'll be like, "Don't worry, it makes a bit more sense in context." Tried to do a surprise bullet to, you know, to his heart or whatever. He's seen that coming though, because he's not an idiot apparently. So yeah, takes their gun off them. He's gonna shoot Yoshioka, and I was like, oh man, I don't want her to die. Not like this. The opening's not even played yet. Not like this. Thankfully though, they transform back to a human form, which I guess also proves he can turn back while she's inside him, and there won't be any repercussions unless she got out off screen. That's also possible. But no, Yoshioka's fine. They're fine. The boss guy, he turns back. They're all surrounded, by the way. Probably should have mentioned that. They're in trouble. Boss tells them, hey, you're going to gather the coins for me now. You're right, you're savvy. You know, I imagine him with sort of like a pirate voice. Don't know why. I think it's because he looks sort of like a One Piece character. Is that just me that thinks that? Probably. But, yeah, he says gather coins for him. He's not a bad dude, though. You know, throughout this episode, a bit last week as well, but a lot of this episode, we kind of got, he's not like a cruel, evil overlord. Like his subordinates, he values them. They're his friends and everything. And, you know, he's going to save them wherever possible. Kind of not the impression you'd get from looking at him, but hey-ho, whatever. He also says, like, hey, if you want something, you're on my team. You want something, I'll get it you. You want money, you want women, you want, I forgot the third thing. Whatever it was, you got it, my dude. So I'm like, this does sound like a really good deal here, you know. Yes, you'd have to find the coins for him, but in the grand scheme of things, doesn't seem too bad. Of course, I imagine there's other stuff that he's not telling them, because that's any good evil overlord knows. Don't tell, you know, be enticing and withhold information so that, you know, it's like they get the surprise stick afterwards. Yeah, he says he wants to make his idiot friends happy, and it's a miracle you've got friends when you call them an idiot all the time. Not even like just shut up, you idiot, but like, no, like, no, seriously, you're an idiot. Idiot. It's really mean. I know he didn't mean it like that. Kind of weird though. Basically then he says, you hurt one of my dudes, so now one of you has to die. I thought that was a bit unfair considering he knocked 2 dudes out already. But, you know, seems they left the guy alive. Maybe just a broken limb or something could have sufficed. It's like, no, one of you will die. And one of them does die. Again, we'll get to that later on. Yeah, so Claire then points out correctly what I just said. The 2 dudes he's already punched. He's like, hey, what if one of them dies? You know, does that count? And he's like, no, that doesn't count. You gotta pick one. It's initiation, basically. But he's like, I like you. You're cool. You get to stay alive. He's like, I see that look in your eyes. You look just like us. It's just a close-up on her boobs. I'm like, those aren't her eyes, creepy boss man. Those aren't her eyes. Her eyes are up here. You know how it goes. Not surprised, as I say. It's Gleipnir. It's expected at this point. But yeah. Claire's safe, as I said. they go off. They're still watching them, but they're off like meters away. Basically, they're left to discuss who's going to die, basically, which is not good. Glasses says, hey, if we fight, we're all going to die. And Claire agrees that that's the best solution, is a sacrifice. But then the Glasses realizes, oh, it's going to be me then, you know? So he's a bit like, oh, that's not good, you know? Then we get the boss's backstory. Basically, he worked at a factory or something, and he was an outcast at work. He didn't get on well with his workers. And then he got the coin, and he became like this. It didn't go too super deep in his backstory. It was just like he wasn't friends with his co-workers, and now he's friends with people that are like-minded, and they run a gang in the mountains, and they kill unsuspecting strangers. They're pretty suspecting, I will say, actually. But yeah, he's happy now though with all his friends. He says that, so, oh, I'm glad you're happy, and you're getting a group of people to pick one of them to kill. I'm glad that you're happy. You're happy now. That's all that really matters, you know. But yeah, then Invisigirl, she says, hey, I'm going to go assassinate the boss. And I was like, you know what? That's a good plan. Claire, though, is like, yeah, one of them might have special eye powers, so they might be able to see you. So that's not, you know, that's not the greatest plan. I was like, shoot, she's right. Almost swore there. Good thing I didn't. The headband dude, who's the plant guy, in case you haven't known, I haven't learned all these people's names. So apologies about that. But, you know, they're expendable. I get the feeling they could go at any time, which is why I haven't especially learnt their names. Headband dude is by himself crying that he's useless, wah. You know the drill. Claire goes to find him and is like, hey, grow some of this flower, please. And I was like, it's an interesting plan. Maybe, you know, last rites, don't know what they're up to. When they explained it, genius. Absolutely genius. I guess we'll get to that. I guess we'll get to that now. I don't really have too much to add on this, other than, at this point, didn't see how they were going to get out of it. I was really trying to think. I was like, what's a flower? Are they going to make a petal blizzard and blind them or something? Couldn't figure it out, but hey, the plan worked. And the plan is what we'll get to right now. So the flowers, as I said, were preparation for them to escape. Shuichi is, again, she's like, there's nothing you can do, Shuichi. This is a bad thing I'm about to do. So I have to do it by myself. And then Shuichi is adamant. He's like, no, you ain't doing this by yourself. We are one. We will be joined together, but not like a sexy way, in kind of a weird, literal kind of way. But yeah, then there's a big old hug going on, and basically Shuichi's like, you don't got to do bad things by yourself. I'm gonna be with you. It's like, oh, that's nice, but again, it's the two of you, so it's less nice, you know. You know what I mean. And then she does have a good line here. She's like, for another person, even the most kind-hearted people can become ruthless. And I'm like, damn, that's hot. That's, you know, that's powerful stuff. I thought that was quite good, personally. Then they ran away, it turned out. They ran away from the thing. The enemy took their eyes off them for a second, and they ran away. Shows they're not like, I mean, they're not, I wouldn't say I'm not threatened by them. They don't strike me as a well-organized organization. Not a very organized organization, I guess we'll say. But yeah, they run away, as I said. The glasses dude, he goes to the boss, the leader of the boss, the bad guy, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna come join you. Can Yoshioka join as well? Because I like her, please. And the boss is like, what? It's a bit weird. Dude starts, oh, the flowers were oleander, which has poison smoke. Should have mentioned that. Glasses starts revealing all the secrets. And then the choker, remember that? It chokes him out or cuts his head off. They didn't make it especially clear. He's dead is the gist of it. That's the important bit to note. He is dead. Whether or not this was part of Claire's plan or not, because later on they don't question where he's gone or anything. So maybe they all knew. And, you know, that should be the first thing. It's like, hey, wait a minute, where's the glasses dude? And then they should be like, oh crap, he's probably dead now. You know, so that's not great. So he dies. All of Boss's gang starts choking. They give chase, but they end up going through the smoke. End up choking on the smoke and, you know, gonna die. But Boss is like, because he's a great guy, really. I wouldn't say great guy. He cares about his friends, but he's not a great guy. He, you know, I've got to save everyone. We'll give up the chase. We'll save them. Part of Claire's plan. That was what she bet on. She was like, hey, I'm a good judge of character. He'll probably save his friends, prioritize saving his friends over chasing us. And that's exactly how it went down. But now the leader is the girl. Boss is the ugly man. I know it's very confusing. Whatever. Leader now is a bit distrustful of Claire. She's like, I have no idea what you're thinking anymore. You know, first off, what about Claire looks trustworthy? I mean, just look at, it sounds a bit harsh, don't judge a book by its cover and all that. She doesn't look like someone I'd trust, you know? That's not the impression I get looking at her. But yeah, then she reckons that Elena gave her the coin to save her, which by what I'm interpreting that to mean is she wanted her to become a monster and sort of take half of the burden that she's took off. Because I think Elena's a good guy. I think she's actually doing the right thing somehow. And I think she gave Claire the coin so Claire could join her and help take the burden off her of all the bad things she's doing. That's what I took from it. Could be wrong on that though. But yeah, then at the very end, Elena goes to see the alien and she looks pissed. What if she's going to kill the alien? That wouldn't be good. Or maybe the alien knows something and she's gone for information. Who knows? I certainly don't. That was the end of the episode. As I said, pretty weird the group didn't notice the glasses dude was gone, considering he is a member of their group and it's not a large group. So, kind of weird. I imagine we might get that next week though. Hang on a minute. Where's that dude gone? And then they'll be like, oh, he didn't make it out of there. And then they'll be even more distrustful of Claire because, or does she know, does the leader know when they get choked out? You know, does she know that he tried to talk? And she's like, ah, whatever. Who knows? I certainly don't. I'm not sure if we're going to have a proper fight now with the boss or if that's the end of him. Because we got, what, 2 episodes left? And I mean, I'm trying to think what the finale could be. Obviously, Elena's doing something with the alien. But no, are they going to meet up? Are they going to raid the ship? Don't really see... Can't see what the end goal is at the moment. Obviously, as I said, the manga will keep going, so it's not going to be a quote an ending, you know. But yeah, I'm not too sure where we're going to end up. But hey, that's half the fun of it. Okay, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff. For more reviews, that would help me out immensely. Thank you very much. I will see you next week for another episode of this. Take care, and bye guys.